Hey everybody, it's me, Mitch Sounds 11 here, and I'm back with another Sakura Spirit episode for you guys today. Today is episode 2, and I hope you guys enjoy. We are going to start off from where we last left off from me and Marine. He is sadly not with us today, and I'm guessing he's asleep at this point. It's 11 where he is right now. I'm not I'm not home. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get into this. Checking 1, 2. Okay, let's get in my voice. Hmm? Okay, good. Later that day, I finally got a chance to talk to my classmate about the location of the shrine that Koyomi had mentioned earlier. Gym was the last thing on the schedule for today. So once people got ready to go home, I approached the guy. Hey Ichikawa, is it true that your sister discovered some shrine that is said to bring you good luck? Oh ho ho, let me guess, you want to date her. Well, even though I do have to admit that she's very attractive, I'm afraid she's already going out with someone. Not to mention, you're not her type. I already got my hands full dealing with Koyomi. You can keep your sister to yourself. Joke aside, uh, I'm more interested in that shrine. Did she mention where she found it? I didn't know there was anything near the forest aside from the dojo. Oh, well, she said something about it being near a river and quite high up. To be honest, I wasn't paying too much attention when she was going on about it. I mean, she was wearing this top and it was tight and. Stop, stop. I seriously don't need to hear the details. And I doubt anyone else is interested. So, do you know anyone who might have heard about the shrine? Are you guys talking about that lucky shrine out in the forest? The one and only. According to Ichikawa's sister, there's supposed to be one near a river. I don't know about that, but there's this uh fiery girl at the Asakura dojo who knows more about it. Wait, are you kidding? Arya-sama? About this tall, ridiculously strong, and super scary? That's the one. Oh, in that case, I believe I can be of help, Takahiro-kun. I know where that place is. Of course you do. We both do. I just want to tag along. You just want to tag along, don't you? I don't think Area Senpai will appreciate you visiting her with your usual tricks in mind. Do I need to remind you what happened last time you tried to peek at her after she finished practice? Blood, sweat, and tears. Sh- shut, shut up. I don't peep on the ladies. That's slander, you know. I should sue you. I would never look upon Arya-sama's glorious body in any state of nudity. Oh, so you haven't seen her naked? I haven't seen a bit. I've seen a bit of side boob, but the whole I found didn't really let me get a good view of. There we go. Someone call the cops. Ichikawa is peeping. Is the peeping Tom has what? Ichikawa, the peeping Tom, has confessed. I playfully patted Ichikawa's shoulder as I turned around, grabbing my bag in the process, and prepared to leave. Thanks for the tip, Ichikawa. I'll let the judge know you were most helpful during the interrogation. This is unfair. I was coerced. I won't say another word until I speak with my lawyers. Ellipses. More ellipses. Even more ellipses. Once school was over, I decided to take my chances with a little bit of intel I had managed to obtain from my classmates. If memory served me right, Arya Senpai would be practicing at the dojo today. Of course, I knew her. She was a dojo student, just like myself, but for whatever reason, she has always been refusing to compete in any tournament for a while now. Arya Senpai, are you around? I shouted her name as I parked my bike, looking around for any sign of the girl. Wha, yeah, yeah. Heh. Follow the shouts and you'll find her. I grinned briefly as I saw Arya seemingly in the middle of practicing a series of motions, almost as if she was fighting an imaginary opponent. Perhaps now was the perfect opportunity to surprise her a little. I snuck closer, making sure to make as little noise as possible before I reached a hand towards her shoulder. Arya, feeling a hand on her shoulder, Arya reacted. She grabbed hold of my hand and, with a loud grunt, shifted her weight, curling and tipping me over her shoulder. I didn't have time to brace myself for the impact before I hit the ground like a sack of potatoes. Yeah, no one sneaks up on the great Kunoichi area. Oh, Taco Boy. I didn't realize it was you. I'm sorry, are you okay? Kunoichi? More like Tasmanian devil. That throw didn't have a shred of mercy in it. There's no mercy in the ring, Taka boy. Better that you learn that now than in 2 weeks' time. Let me guess, you want to do some sparring, don't you? I actually came here. I actually came here to speak to you, to ask you something about. Come on. I actually came here to ask you something, but I guess a little sparring wouldn't hurt. Oh, what do you want to ask? We've got all afternoon, and I could do with a bit of a break anyway. Where to start? You used to take part in big and important matches in the past, right? Didn't you ever get nervous before going into the ring? Oh yeah. Ha. This one time I got so nervous I hid in the kitchen cupboards until my dad found me and dragged me to the car. Of course, that was when I was like 8. Well, obviously, I can't go and hide for my matches. but one of my friends made this stupid suggestion that I go and pray or something. Honestly, at this point, I'll do anything to calm my nerves a little bit. Taco Boy, are you sure about this? You mean Lamash? Of course I am. I've been practicing judo ever since I was old enough to walk. This is my chance to finally represent this country and the sport I love. Hmm. Arya seemed to think for quite a long time, all the while tapping her jaw with a finger. Eventually, she snapped her fingers and grabbed a tight hold of me. Alright, I'll tell you the way to this shrine, I know. But it's going to require more than a simple clap of your hands and a bob of your head. You need to give something to the shrine, something of value. I guess I'll have to think of something before we get there. Thanks, senpai. I appreciate the help. We? Oh, no, 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 Taka boy. I'm not going with you. I've got training to do. Besides, you've got to take this step yourself. I can draw you a map and show you an easy way to get and to get back here. But you'll be on your own. You're not tagging along? Not even for a little while? Afraid so, Taka boy. Let me just grab some paper. I'll draw that map for you. After Arya's return, quick preparations were made, and I followed the directions noted down on the map. Surprisingly, it wasn't all that far. However, the hint on how to find my way back, in case I got lost, was a bit sketchy. Just look down and you'll be able to see the roof of the dojo from anywhere on the hill. The forest near the dojo was my first challenge to overcome. A narrow path coiled along the trees, and nearby was the river Ichikawa's sister had mentioned. I followed Arya's scribbles with a bit of skepticism, but after an hour or so, I finally arrived at the supposedly legendary shrine. The shrine itself seemed surprisingly well maintained. Despite being in the middle of nowhere, it made me wonder if someone could be secretly living there. Perhaps some secret martial arts master? The thought of a hermit living and hiding within the shrine in order to prepare himself for an upcoming battle between good and evil started to dwell in my mind. I guess it's too good to be true. I sighed in annoyance at the fact that, aside from the shrine itself, the ground surrounding it seemed completely abandoned. There was no way anyone could be living there. For the time being, I decided to focus on the reason behind my visit. It only took a few seconds before I gathered the courage to approach the building. Once inside, I found a rather fancy-looking altar of sorts at the back of the room. I guess this is the thing that everyone's talking about. And that's where we're going to end it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys put a like, subscribe, ding the bell notification icon, and I'll see all of you guys on the next one.